Okay, welcome to our stretch and flow. My name is Christy, and we are going to get started today working on our shins, our calves, hamstrings, and our quads. So let's go ahead and start with just getting a little bit of mobility. We're going to go stand on one leg, feel free to hold on to something, and we're going to circle our ankle. Good. Let's go the other direction. And then point and flex. Good. Release that leg. Let's go ahead and bring the other one up. We'll start with circling. Good. Other direction. Great. And point and flex. Okay. What we're going to do is, like I said, we're going to start off standing up and we're going to hold on to a wall, a chair that doesn't roll, a desk, whatever you have available. Or if you want to work on your balance, you don't have to hold on to anything at all. But we're going to grab the top of one foot, bring that heel towards our glutes. Excuse me. And you should feel that stretch right along the top of the front of our thigh and into our quads right there. Good. Trying to keep those knees closer together, not letting it come all the way out and bending at the hips. Good. Let's take here about another 5 seconds. Good. And then release that leg. Let's go ahead and get the other side. So coming up, bringing that heel up and back, feeling that nice stretch. When you're breathing, try to make your exhale a little bit longer than your inhale. Okay, and go ahead and release that leg. Now take your left leg, nice big step back. So we're coming into a lunge. And I want you to drop that back heel. What we're going to do is we're going to bend that back knee just a little bit, getting really deep into our soleus, part of our, or one of our calf muscles here. Good. Okay, about 5 more seconds. Bring that leg back up. Let's step back with that right. Heel is up, and then we're bringing it down to the ground, bending that back knee. Feel free to breathe in and out through the nose or breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Whatever feels really good to you today. Good. And then we're going to come down onto our mat. Go ahead and have your feet straight out. And what I want you to do is I want you to point your toes. You're going to feel a nice stretch right in your anterior tibialis or your shin muscles. So if you ever get shin splints or they get really tight, this is a great stretch right here. And feel free to widen those legs a little bit and then bring those toes so they're pointing in towards each other. Just getting a little bit more on the outside of that muscle. And then go ahead, move those ankles up and down. Let those muscles rest here. And I want you to take your right leg, bring that foot, tuck it into your inner thigh. We're going to keep our foot flexed, our left foot flexed. And what I want you to do is start to bring your chest towards your leg. Excuse me. You should feel a good stretch in the back of your thigh. And then on your next exhale, I want you to get a little bit deeper, a little bit closer to that leg. You might notice that you get a little bit of stretch in your lower back too. And as long as it feels good and comfortable, then feel free to keep it going. And then one more time on that exhale, see if you can get a little closer. Then I want you to take your hands, walk yourself back up. We're going to take that left foot, bring it into our right inner thigh. Right foot is flexed, and we're going to go ahead and bring that chest towards our leg. In addition to feeling it in our hamstring, we should also feel it in our calf a little bit. On your next exhale, get a little bit deeper into that stretch. You might notice one side's a little bit easier to stretch on than the other. That is completely natural and normal. And then one more time on that exhale, get a little bit deeper into that stretch. Using those hands, walk yourself back up. Let's now bring the soles of the feet together, keeping those knees as down as possible. We're going to use our elbows to help keep those legs down. And I want you to forward fold, working our inner thighs, getting a nice stretch here. On your next exhale, get a little bit deeper. We're holding these stretches a little longer today, focusing more on our static stretching. And really focus on keeping your head in a nice neutral position here. Nice deep breath in. Exhale. Come a little bit deeper into the stretch. Still trying to keep both hips on the ground here. Then go ahead and come on up. We're going to lay on one side. We're going to get those quads again. So we're going to leave the bottom leg right out like this. The top leg, we're going to do that same thing we did when we were standing. Grab the top of that foot. And this time, if you want to get a little bit deeper, go ahead and pull the top of that foot. Get a little bit more of a dancer's pose, what we'd call in yoga, where you're on one foot and you get a little bit more of an arch in the back. You still want to protect that back, though. Get that belly button to your spine. But we're just opening it up a little bit deeper. Great job. Let's hold this for about 5 more seconds. Good. Go ahead and release it. And then go ahead and pump that leg a little bit, bending and extending that knee. Good. Okay, let's go ahead and go to the other side. Grabbing the top of that foot, getting a little bit more of an openness on it than we did when we were standing. Remembering your breath here. Great job. 5 more seconds. Release it and then pump that leg. And let's finish with one more shin stretch. We're going to come on to our legs. So going to get into a kneeling position. Now, if this feels good enough right here, just stay right here. If it's helpful at all, feel free to put a blanket or a pillow in between your glutes and your calves. And then if you would like to get a little bit more, go ahead, bring your hands to the mat, lift your knees up. The tops of your feet are on the ground here. And then release. Go ahead and come into a seated position. Let's circle one ankle. Bring the other one up, circle that ankle. Good. Come into a comfortable seated position. Take a deep breath in and out. Let's do that one more time. Deep breath in and out. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and we look forward to seeing you next week. If there are any body parts that you would like to stretch, please let me know in the chat box, and we'd be happy to go over those. Thanks so much.